Happy Monday. Hi, everybody. Gadoosh. Bow meow. I'm gonna say hi to people first. Ease into it. Hey, she wants to say hi too. Stashy's in there. Coin Junkie AG handing out high five. High five and mother grabber. It's a song by Local H. Good to see you, Coin Junkie AG. And yes, happy Thanksgiving to our friends in Canada. Kevin Hawthorne, good evening from Florida. Apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. Stashy's coming up to say hello to. Oh, she's right on my lap. All right. Well, I'm not gonna play for a second then because I got Stashy on the lap. But good to see you, Kevin Hawthorne. Blockas, another one of our Canadian friends. Happy Thanksgiving to you. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. His name is my name too. Hi, Dewey Day. You know the feeling. I hope you have some currency left. Your dog's not eating at all. Good to see you, Dewey. Another right about meow. What's up, SkyQuest 2K8? Good to see you, bud. Jack Gallman, our brother and protector from Marion, North Carolina. Good to see you, buddy. Frankie Mons. Hi, Frank Mons. Good to see you. Thank you for the $19.99 super chat. Wow, cool beans. I'm gonna thumbs up that myself. Thank you, Frank. We're just gonna settle into this evening and not do anything with much of a purpose. Just I have a few things that I can show that I pulled out of the old safe, coin-wise that is, and then play a few songs and chill with the dog and catch up with what's going on with y'all. We have a storm coming tomorrow. She doesn't like storms. Dizzy Giraffes Coins, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, bud. And Flag City parts, keep doing burnouts. Hey, Flag City, thanks for the heads up with the fakies, the fake slab coins. I will pass it through the telephone. It's raining here now in the Bay Area. Yeah, it's really clouding up, and we got an alert on our phone that there's going to be mudslides, and especially in the Palisades, Pacific Palisades, where the fires were early this year, right in the first of the year. They're anticipating mudslides, so they're going to evacuate people. I don't think we'll have to go though, thankfully. Doug Wagoner, hi, my friend. It's good to see you as well. Thanks for coming in. Just gonna have a chill night tonight. Ken O'Mine, how are your toes, my friend? And do you need moon boots? Because I could find you some if you need. Ken O'Mine. It's great to see you. William Tell, good to see you as well. What's happening, dude? You got some mail on the way. Thank you for coming and saying hello and chilling with us for a bit. Diamond Lou. Yes, reminder, all of Southern California shuts down when there's any rain, even the smallest amount of rain, especially on the PCH. Police close highway. That's what PCH is also known for. Police close highway because of mudslides and things like that. Yo, fan, he is our friend that lives to the east. Hi, Lisa Anderson. Great to see you, my friend. Yo, fan, how are you doing this evening? You set your course for adventure, your mind on a new romance. Yo, fan. NYC, there's something about you. What's up, Steve LaPointe? I'll hand out a high fiver to you. Good to see you, bud. Glad that you are here. Thank you again for your kindness last week with gifting people some stuff. Always bring some smiles to people's faces, and we need that. It never rains in Southern California, but when it does, it pours. Yeah, I mean, it's got some, I don't want to talk about the weather. I know I brought it up, but it was just weird to get I was watching the Durban auction and I got a big alert, and I was like, I thought it was like a amber alert or a silver alert for an elderly person, and no, it was like warning mudslides in Palisades. There will be I don't know if mandatory, or I'm not sure if they're mandatory evacuations, but they did say evacuations. How do you afford your rock and roll lifestyle? How do you afford your rock and roll dream? Hey, Richard Metcalf, how is the Honda treating you? Good to see you, buddy. All right, I think. Hey, Mike Schleis. Nope, I didn't say hi to everyone yet. Good to see you, Mike Schleis. How are you, bud? Thanks for coming and chilling for a bit with us. All right, I know I want to travel to the Love Boat, but I prefer Can stay on the dock. Yes, I will not jump overboard. I promise. They have heavy fees if they find you. If they have to come rescue you. Richard Metcalf, thank you for your support for 46 months. Holy cow, member of the balcony, 46 months. Thank you, Richard Metcalf. The goat thanks you too. Yes, I heard that you were getting some bad weather. I think it's just supposed to be tomorrow, Lisa and everyone, but as far as I know, it's just tomorrow. I really don't keep track of the weather very much. I didn't even know it was going to rain. One of the people on the street on my block, one of my neighbors, I guess you could say, one of my neighbors said, yeah, there's going to be like this crazy rain tomorrow, when I walked Pistachio this morning. And I was like, oh, I didn't know anything about it. So then I wasn't as surprised when I got that alert, but I was still really surprised that I got an alert. All right, there's 21 people in here. I have something that I want to share with you, and I wish Johnny Rainbolt was here, but I'm not sure if he's here yet. But Johnny, if you're here, he'll watch it back or he'll hear about it. But Can I found an original sealed Domino Racer set, and I know someone who has an Evel Knievel. Oh my God. I want to get the old one that you wind up, the old motorcycle Evel Knievel with the wind up. That's what I really want. Ryan Hall said you're going to get tornadoes. I hope we don't get tornadoes. Anyways, I have something I want to share with you. We did go to the Mrs. Can, that is, and I went to this special gala that I had spoken about, I think last week or the week before, and I went out and got a new suit and everything for it. And I do have a picture that's been approved that I can share with you all. So this is a picture of Mrs. Can and myself at the gala, and this is a one and done. So yes, the news is out. Mrs. Can is an emoji. My significant other is an emoji, but at least she's a smiley face emoji. So there we are. I know it's kind of bright, but we had a good time. Mary, Mary, why you bugging? Hi, Mary B. What's happening, sweet friend? Snazzy. It was fun. It was definitely a fun event. And the mayor was there, the mayor of Los Angeles. You know, no politicking, please. But she walked right by me, and she had and I recognized her, but then I saw that she clearly had guys with, she had her protection around her, put it that way. I see two emojis. I know. Well, we resemble each other. We look alike, and then we got the dog, and the dog looks like me mostly. We have had people say my dog and I look alike. Here, hold on a second. She's all curled up. Hope I didn't miss anybody, but if I did, hi, I'm glad to see you, and happy Monday. Monday, dressed to the nines, can. I had to get a 3-piece suit. I've never had a 3-piece suit. I've had a suit before, but I never have had a full-on brand new 3-piece suit. So we went to the garment district and Joe's Garage. Turn it down. What is up, Red? PBS is alive and strong. Here's the link for the tornadoes. Okay, thank you, Lisa. What's up, Joe's Garage? Turn it down. Glad to see you, Red. So we went to the downtown LA. Downtown LA has a garment district. They have a men's district, a women's district. They have a jewelry district. They have, different kind of financial district, things like that downtown. And so we just went on a Saturday and just, perused a few different stores, and I bought mine at the second store that I found, or that I really, looked hard at. 3-piece suits are still around. Last time I wore a monkey suit was 30 years ago. Yeah, and I'm not a big suit wearer at all. Like I know you guys just know me kind of sitting on my couch and maybe walking around the fun show and stuff like that. But no, I don't really. I don't really get. I like to get dressed up the older that I'm getting. But when I was younger, I didn't really like to get really dressed up. I had a 3-piece suit. Nice can only jacket and the pants, but I split the pants, so 3. That became the pants became the 3, and you didn't have a vest. Is that what you're saying? But the vest is cool because I can wear the vest like just you can mix it up a little bit, and obviously then wear different kind of ties. I'll wear a bow tie maybe sometime, or I'll wear I'm not gonna wear an ascot. I don't really feel like an ascot kind of guy. Yote fan, maybe, like being the Yote fan kind of on the Love Boat. That's definitely for an ascot. I've been thinking about you, Mrs. Chef Yoda. How's Mrs. Yoda, or how's Mr. Yoda and Mrs. Yoda and Sarah doing? It's great to see you, Mrs. Chef Yoda. We are just chilling tonight, thankfully, and not selling nothing, maybe showing a few things. And I have one really special one that I'd like to show. That this one was gifted to me, coin that is. Okay, Mary. Oh, dishes, that's fun. I did some. I'm doing my taxes, and I'm doing laundry. That's one of the main big things we're having to do, or I'm having to do this week. We're doing well, thanks. Finally getting to catch a live. I'm so happy that you're here, Mrs. Chef Yoda. Okay, so I want to show you this one really quickly, or not really quickly, but I guess first off, this one comes from Canada, and I know, like we said, Block Blockas and Coin Junkie AG, and we have a bunch of friends from Canada, and Canadian coins are just amazing. 49's fine, and you can see it has some characters, and I'm not sure if they are. I think they're Chinese characters, but I'm not sure. But the reason why it was gifted to me, and I didn't realize it, I just looked at it and I thought it was really beautiful, and then I saw the COA, and I'll show you the COA in a second. All right, here's how it looks. It's kind of holographic. It's a Canadian 1 ounce 49's fine silver from 2000. Hold on, when is it from? (2005) or 2006, I think. Kankan's wife had to be the hottest emoji at the ball. Thanks, Yote fan. I will tell her. I'll pass that on and tell her that. I think it's 2006. But here's the reverse side. You got her effigy, Queen Elizabeth II, and obviously you can see the characters right there. I'm not sure if that's like a privy or what it is, but Dimebag, what's up? What a handsome host. What's up, Dime? But this is what it if you want to translate it, I guess this is what it is. And it's the 2005 Silver Maple Leaf of Hope. 2005 Silver Maple Leaf of Hope. And somebody won this, one of my good friends in the coin community won this on, I think it might have been the Durban auction. And it's a limited edition. And thousands of years ago, Canada Canada's original people cherished the magic for, oh man, I can't see it. No, cherished the maple for its wondrous delicacy that hailed the warming days of spring. This is so small. Centuries later, the Europeans treasured the maple for its wood that enabled them to build their homes and find comfort in the warmth of its flame. Today, the challenges may have changed, but the maple's message remains the same. It's a beacon for Canada's newest generation of immigrants, inspiring them to believe in their dreams, that hope can be found in the shade of the maple tree. So that's what this represents. And when I talked to the person who gave it to me, they were like, well, read the thing again. And because I just thought it was cool that it was holograph and everything, but he was like, it's hope, Can. And so this was one of the first gifts that I got from someone in the coin community, and it is definitely one of my most treasured and most special, because what he was saying this was during pandemic, so this was right when I kind of started going live and doing stuff, and he said that you've been a beacon of hope, if you will, that he really needed during that time. So thank you to the person that gave it to me. You know who you are, and it's really one of my most special gifts that I've gotten. There's another one of those that has a hologram in red. I've seen that. I haven't seen it in person, Jeff, but I've seen it online. She's shiny. Yeah, that is a really nice one. I like that. And obviously I like it more for the sentiment of why it was given to me, and just that kind of name that tune. I can name that tune in one note, Steve. Boom. Silent Night. I don't know. A Stratocaster with the whammy bar. I need to get a whammy bar, Mad Cow, for my Strat. Need to get a. I miss my old. I had a. I'm really happy that I have my Stratocaster. Don't get me wrong, and thankful. But I miss my old one that had a Bigsby. It was a Gretsch guitar, and it had a Bigsby, and that Bigsby was like built right into it, and you could really like bend the notes and the strings. I think there was a few of those I stuffed in the one I brought to Florida. That you were during show and tell night, Jeff. I may have seen it then. If you brought it during show and tell night, I'm sure I probably did. Got my dog right here. I can't reach. I should have like thought ahead and put the stuff on my right side, because she likes to lay on my left arm. My left arm is her pillow, as you can see. There's her head right there. Walk like an Egyptian. Fun fact. Frank Mons is dropping some knowledge. Fun fact, Can is the only owner of a silver goat. Much better than an owner of a plastic goat. Much better than an owner of a lonely goat. I mean, silver goat. I'm the only owner of a 3/9 fine silver screaming goat. Goat scream now. Owner of a lonely heart? Nope. Owner of a silver goat. Yep. No, stuff in the postal boxes for auctions. Yeah, I didn't get to look at any of those, unfortunately. Those didn't go in my car. They did not go in my car. I after the fun show, they were not in my control. But maybe we did one or two on the on one of the auctions. I hope we did one or two of them, or however many you sent. I hope we did them for the tribe auctions. And you're the owner of a silver donkey, Frankie. Donkey. Frankie is definitely the goat. Yep, JJ, still going. It's a mindset, I guess, more than anything else. And the silver goat has a lot to do with that tribe mindset. I'd like to play a song for y'all, but I have a. Oh, here we go. That's worth a few $10. Thanks, Frank. Super chat. All right. How about if you get down? Jenny, get down now. Oh yeah, that's a good girl. Thank you, Frank. She's got to stretch and show everyone her butt first, and she's gone. Oh, she's coming back. Trying to come back. No, I got to box her out. I wasn't throwing elbows, but I had to just like keep my space. I had to set a boundary with my dog. She's over there sleeping now on her little pillow palace. Block sent a video of a guy going 87 miles down the mountain on a skateboard. It must have been a longboard where they go and they power slide. They go through those canyon roads downhill, and I'm always like thinking there's gonna car coming around the corner. Big E in the place to be. All the girls are on me because I'm down with Big E. JJ, speaking of that, and I'm wondering, so, and I asked this and they didn't answer me in the chat or in the comment section. But regarding, going that fast on a skateboard, there was, I saw a small thing and Red Bull sponsored it, but it was, I think somebody in South America, and he lived in this city, and there was, in the architecture, there was this building and it was huge and it looked like a half pipe. The building was in the shape of a half pipe. And then over here was the building. And then on the side of the building was literally like a half pipe that went down the whole side of the outside of the building. This guy had it. I think he worked on it for like 10 years, like literally like at least 5 years, but I think it was more like 10 years. And he kept trying to go higher and higher, skating on the outside of this building. And check it out. If somebody finds it on YouTube, check it out, because he just did it recently and broke the world record of the highest drop in. He drops in. So what he does is he climbs way the hell up there outdoors. Got to check the wind, definitely. Okay, it's safe to try. And then he puts the tail of his deck of his board over, and then he just drops in. And he got the world record for the highest drop in. This is on a regular board too. It's not on a long board, so it's on a regular size skateboard. And he got the world record. But I asked if that's the fastest anyone's clocked ever going on a skateboard, and Red Bull didn't want to answer me. Thanks, Red Bull. Anyways, Chihuahuas don't take no for an answer. I know Dewey knows for sure. I had, she gets that sad look. I'm surprised she didn't vocalize that she was upset, but I think she's just too tired. Yeah, it was a world record. What's up, B1? Good to see you, my favorite ranch man. Frank said can use Nair for shampoo. Commenting for a friend. I don't like the smell of it, but I shave it and then I go to the ball waxer at the at the local bowling alley. Just stick my head in there upside down, do a handstand on it, and works great. Cheaper than going to the, gives me a head rush. Cheaper than going to the barber. I'm a chia pet unwatered. I can, if I water it, it gets to be like a gray chia pet nowadays. My chia has turned gray. That doesn't sound good. All right, I have the guitar. Let's before she wakes up and comes over on me. I'd rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't ever shine than to be in some big city in a small room with a girl on my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down that track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. Well, I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't ever shine, than to see you another man's darling and know that you'll never be mine. So blow that whistle, freight train, take me far on down that track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. Well, I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'd rather be in some dark holler where the sun don't ever shine than to be home alone, just knowing that you're gone would cause me to lose my mind. So blow your whistle, freight train, take me far on down that track. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. Well, I'm going, but I ain't coming back. I'm going away, I'm leaving today. Well, I'm going, but I ain't coming back. Woohoo! It's a folk traditional, but I play it in the style of, or the arrangement of the Rolling Stones. Not the Rolling Stones, the Grateful Dead. My head is like so many different places. Doing my taxes stresses me out. I'll just put it that way. I'm not a great numbers guy, and I have an aversion to it. I just don't like to do it. It doesn't make me like very happy. So, and they're due Wednesday, so and the reason for 2024, and the reason I say that is because we have an extension until October 15th in Los Angeles County because of the wildfires. I have 10 to 12 guitars, can I keep track of them like a coin collection. Sweet, B1, I didn't know that you play. That's awesome. Yeehaw! What's up, 949 Donkey? We got the donkey and the goat. What did I do to deserve that? We got 949 and Frankie. Woohoo! When I feel that peace at home, woohoo! Now I want to sing song number 2 by Blur. Nine four designs, AK the donkey. 9-4 designs. Frank is the goat and 949's the donkey. And they're here to say for sure. And I think that's all. I gotta switch up songs. Tina Furry, plantain coins, plantain coins. Tina Furry, plantain coins, plantain coins. What is up, Tina Furry, plantain coins? Good to see you, old friend. How are you? All right, I gotta keep the goat closer. I do, because we got Frank coming in again. $9.99 super chat. Thank you, Frank Mons. I'm still waiting on A Man of Constant Sorrow by the Saggy Bottom Boys. I'm a man of constant sorrow. All right, let me see if I can. Where he was born and raised. All right, I'll try a little bit of it, Frankie. You've given me, Lord knows you've given me enough super chats by now tonight to have a request fulfilled. A man of constant sorrow. Of constant. Gotta get myself in that time frame. That I'm gonna play like that because my lucky place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. For 6 long years I've been in trouble. No pleasures here on earth I've found. For in this world I'm bound to ramble. I have no friends to help me now. He has no friends to help him now. It's very well, my old true lover. I never expect to see her again. For I'm bound to ride northern railroad. Perhaps I'll die upon this train. Perhaps he'll die upon this terrain. 3 verses is good enough. Or bad enough, depending on how it sounds on your end. Tarragon Sue, good to see you, buddy. George Clooney can sing it so easy peasy. Yep. I don't know if he can play and sing it, though. Good to see you, Tarragon Sue. Happy Thanksgiving to you up north. Fag moms. I might need a beard for that song, yeah, to pull it off a little better. Oh, speaking of music, I'll show you some of my... I do have some musical things in my collection, and we'll get into some AC/DC right now. In Rock We Trust, little envelope. What's in the envelope? Thank you. The turkey was good. All right, let's see what we got here. What? AC/DC in Rock We Trust. Now, this is 2019. $1. But I do think, I haven't looked at this in a while. I think that this might be currency, but I don't know. Let me see if, add to stage. Paula Bloom, hi friend, what's going on? Nice to see you. Looking at some, all right, let me see what this says here first. Cook Islands, yeah, okay. So the authority of the government of the Cook Islands certifies that this coin is legal tender to the Cook Islands. This coin is guaranteed by the mint to match the fineness and weight as set in the specification. So it's 3/9 fine gold, approximately 1/10 gram, $1, 2019, limited edition of 5,000 pieces, proof-like, partially colored. So yeah, this is 3/9 fine gold, 1/10 of a gram. Angus Young. But those about to rock fire. What's up, Muscle Show? We salute you. Yeah, so this is real gold and currency from the Cook Islands. So that one's fun. AC/DC in Rock We Trust. And then I do have a coin as well. I mean, this is a coin technically, as it aforementioned, as I read. But I also have this one. And it is a 2021 $1 silver frosted uncirculated coin. Mrs. Coin Crew, what is up, my squirrel friend? Squirrel, goat. Hi, Mrs. Coin Crew. Great to see you. All right, so this is from the Australian government via the Royal Australian Mint. So not from the Perth Mint, but the Royal Australian Mint. Rock and roll fans, are you ready? Celebrating 6 milestone anniversaries of AC/DC album releases, the Royal Australian Mint brings you an electrifying silver coin showcasing a montage inspired by original AC/DC artwork. The coin design shoots to thrill. Hey, I like that. And features the iconic parrot from the 1976 Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap cover and trademark cannon from the 1981 album For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. So let's look at it. I think it has, it's got the magnetic thing here. Check out the specs. How many minted? 30,000 were minted, and it is 3/9 fine, 1 ounce, 3/9 fine silver, 1 ounce. It does have this cool little AC/DC. There's the number right there. 15,319 out of 30,000, and that's engraved right there. And let's check it out. All right, we got to look at it under the scope. To the scope. Dun, 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 bonanza. Dun, 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 dun. Let's check it out under the scope. All right, so there's the bird from Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap up on the left-hand side. You got Angus Young in the middle with his Gibson SG guitar. And then you got the cannon right there on the right side for those about to rock, we salute you. And then, of course, the Powerade from, or the electricity from All Things AC/DC 2021. So that one is fun, and haven't looked at it in a while either. So I was like, well, if I'm doing a lounge, maybe I'll just bring like a few things out for like show and tell, and I don't usually do that, so why not? Why not? Boom, 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 boom. It's weird coming on, not playing it. However, I sang two songs with trains in them. I sang Dark Hollow, which has a train. It's about a train, and then it has Saggy Bottom Boys, Constant Sorrow. The last verse, or the last one that I sang, had some something about a train. I like Me the Train songs. Looks like a record. Oh, the AC/DC one. It does look like a record. Put the needle on the record. I put the needle on the record. It does. It has the grooves. I see the grooves now. Groovy, Paula. That's groovy. No, our mint does not give us cool stuff like that because it takes an act of Congress, as we know. Yay, America. Oh, no, I'm not selling coins tonight, B1. A lounge, when I do a lounge is just no selling, just chilling. I have too much to do this week to sell and to do the stuff afterwards that it takes. Richard C., he's a traveling man, made a lot of stops all over the world. I know. How about gold hitting 4,100 and silver over 50? It's pretty crazy. I know. It's not good for the dollar, but it's good for us collectors and or stackers. But yeah, when I do the lounge is just basically like hang out and do nothing. Feel free to make offers on the recording nights of anything Kane sings. I'll make up a contract. The recording rights, yes. CoinOp didn't have an auction. I know there's not much going on auction-wise tonight, I realize, but it just kind of happened that way. I don't think CoinOp's having one. I don't think Big T's having one. And I saw what JJ wrote, that there's a 2,000 subs party tonight, I guess, with Tiger Stacker and Frostbite. So it's just a chill night for a lot of us, I guess, in the coin community. I'm just gonna chill and have a frosty one or two, and I don't get to do this that often, and it's kind of nice because I don't have like a focus because I lose a lot of stuff in the chat when I do an auction. I miss a lot of stuff, I should say, and I don't pick up on things that are said to me, or just kind of things that are things that I would normally like to participate in with y'all. And so when I okay, King said get a beer. I'll cheers you, B1, when you come back. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a chill night tonight like that, and but it's nice for me to just kind of catch up with everybody too, and not have a single focus of having to keep track of the auction and make sure that it's running smoothly. I started working on a Ramones song, and I'm just going to look it up a little bit. I know a lot of you will recognize it, and even if you don't know the Ramones, it's a recognizable song. I think it was in. Here we go. Well, I'm going out west where I belong. The days are short and the nights are long. And I walk and they'll walk, and I twist and they'll twist, and I shimmy and they'll shimmy, and I fly and they'll fly. Well, we're out there having fun in the warm California sun. Well, I'm going out west, out on the coast, where the California girls are really the most. And I walk and they'll walk, and I twist and they'll twist, and I shimmy and they'll shimmy, and I fly and they'll fly. We're out there having fun in the warm California sun. Yeehaw! Oh, I guess there's one more. Well, the girls are frisky in old Frisco, a pretty little chick wherever you go. Oh, 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 oh. And they'll walk, and they'll walk, and I twist, and they'll twist, and I shimmy, and they'll shimmy, and I fly, and they'll fly. Well, we're out here having fun in the warm California sun. We're out here having fun in the warm California sun. Till tomorrow. Till the rains come. 1, 2, 3, 4, dandy. Nothing but dandy. He is so dandy, and he's a Dave. Good to see you, Dandy Dave. Thanks for coming and chilling. Kankan, I used to be a musician and wrote songs. Oh, sweet. All that I have a drum kit in my living room. Sweet, B1 Ranch Man or Ranch Bauman. I gotta change the name, change my perspective. Well, cheers to that, man. That sounds exciting. That is an exciting life, I'm sure. Many stories to tell being a musician. I don't know, Diamond Lou. Haven't talked to her in a while either. I've kind of been like I said too, kind of checked out from a lot of stuff, a lot of social stuff. So I don't know. I should check in with her, quite honestly, but I don't know for certain. Yeah, you and I both, Paula. Life gets hectic sometimes. Checking out is healthy sometimes. I know I needed to just I don't know. I need quiet. I need quiet time generally, and I seek out quiet time, but yeah, kind of recently, last few months, I've just been seeking out quiet time a little bit more. All right, let's look at some more fun stuff. Shall I go small or big? All right, let's check out what I got in here. Check it out one time. For your mind. Let's see what I can look for. Bellows Forge, good to see you. Thanks for coming in and saying hello. I might go into one stream a week. Yeah, I turned off my notifications. Oh, I was going to show you this. I was talking to, it fell down. Oh, well. I had something written and I don't know. It's no fun unless you can see it, or it doesn't make sense unless you can actually see it. I want to look for my favorite. Well, I am looking for my favorite quarter. Oh, this is really cool. I'll show you this first, I guess. This is a 2-ounce chonker, and it has a piece of, I believe it's a piece of real gold, but I'm not exactly sure. There's not a lot of things to look up for this. Skylight sprung a leak. I have to go. Oh no, up in the roof. Dang. JJ, I hope that you can get that fixed. The skylight sprang a small leak and I have to go up on the roof. Be safe. Be safe. We know what happened to, be safe on ladders. We know what happened to Tony Z. Southern Pacific Railroad, Daylight. This is the Daylight 484. It's from 1991. This was made. And so you do have a piece of gold right there at 3 o'clock, right under the C in Pacific. I'll show it to you under the scope, but V and TRR of Nevada. You got the little guy with his cart right there, hand cart. V&T hand car. 2 ounces, 3/9 fine silver. And this is the part, though, that I think it really has gold on it. And it has, all right, so there's the piece right there. And it's clearly a proof. I mean, it's definitely proof finish, but I'm quite sure that that's a piece of, like, just a little chunk of real gold. You got the Southern Pacific lines right there. But this is one that I just never, and it has edge lettering or, you know, writing on it. But that looks like a little gold nugget, like for real. you know how I love trains, and so this one is definitely deep stack, never letting go. But it has 21, I believe it's 21. Yeah, here we go. On the edge. Or no, 12. There we go. The edge lettering says 12. Or numbering, I should say. Fixed already. Sweet. G-Dub, what's up, G-Dub? How are you, my friend? Yeah, so it just says 12. Weird. I'm waiting for the 2026 quarter, 5 different quarters. I wish there were W's again, Diamond Lou. Oh, you were just singing. I got you, JJ. But yeah, I really think that that's Buck and Go. What's up, Jerry Parker? Nope, no selling tonight, and definitely not this one. But so I'm gonna get down on this little thing that I think might be gold because I love gold. It's so small though. I don't even know if I could test it. I know, G-Dub. I really miss it too. And when I was at the fun show, she's not the mint director anymore, but I said to her, I was like, please bring, when I met her, I said, please bring back the W quarters. We miss them. Oh, well, I'm not really sure what that is, but got to do more research, I guess, find out exactly. But I'm pretty sure that it might be a piece of real gold. All right, let's see if I can find my quarter that I want to show you. Where? Oh, here's another one that we was kind of like. This one is Good Luck, I believe. This is the 2003 Canadian one. I got this one from Brother Can from Spray Can Coins. This one is really cool. And this one is Luck. So the one that I showed you before is Hope. This one is Luck. Good Luck. All right. I know where it is. Quarter. Here it is. Oh, snap. Here we go. Let's see if I can get this out of the... Hey, Isabella. Oh, sweet lover. Isabella. This is my favorite quarter that I have. It's the favorite quarter, my favorite quarter of any quarter, but I'm really excited to have this one. I'll probably get it graded at some point, but as of now, it's just raw. So it's the Isabella Colombian $quarter, 1893. And then I love SLQs, but I also like it's weird because I was thinking about this, and this is just a barber. It's I think it's the last year, 1916. No, it's not the last. 1916, yeah, because the SLQs were 16, 17, 18, or until 30. Anyways, I was thinking about this, and it's the only quarter that's a commemorative. That's right, Paula. Of course you would know that, but I wasn't surprised. It's weird because people will ask me, like, what do you collect? And I'm like, I collect elephants and I collect record albums and things like that. But with coins, like I don't have books. I don't have a whole set of anything. And I kind of got to this thought where it was like, well, I kind of want to, if I really want to collect, or something that would make me excited would be to have like an uncirculated example of like every coin. Doesn't matter. I don't need one from every year, but just have one uncirculated example of a Barber quarter, one uncirculated example of a Standing Liberty quarter, one uncirculated example of a 3-cent silver trime, one uncirculated example of a 3-cent nickel, a clad 3-cent nickel, one, obviously I have, not obviously, but I have Morgans that are uncirculated and stuff like that. But to just have like one would be of an uncirculated specimen, so you can see really what that whole coin is all about, all the details, like with the I didn't put it back in its thing. With this one, like on the crown, it has diamonds and it has jewels and things like that, and the Indian head cent, it has the beads and the diamonds on the headdress, and if you have just an old one, you don't see those things. You don't. So if you have an uncirculated specimen of, it doesn't matter what year that coin is, then you just can really appreciate that coin and that design. Hey Ozart, great to see you, bud. Thanks for coming to the lounge and chilling for a bit. But I think that's kind of where I kind of want to go with my collecting, is just to have at least one of each denomination or each design uncirculated, just so that you really kind of can see like what it's all about, and the nuances of the coin, and how beautiful the coin is in the mint state. That's all I have to say about that. Johnny, you missed a picture of Mrs. Can. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you think I should show Johnny the picture again of Mrs. Can and I at the gala. If you think I should take pity on Johnny, it just was his birthday last week, so it's Johnny's birthday month. If you think I should show Johnny the picture of Mrs. Can and I at the gala, put a 1 in the chat. If I get 5 ones, B-Rad, what's up, man? Steve Liberty, we got some people in here I haven't seen yet. Hi, guys. Good to see you. All right, I will show it. B-Rad, you got a picture of little Big M? Can channeling Forrest Gump. My Jenny, let me show you my Jenny. I got permission to show you my Jenny. Oh, your purple sticky ladies. Stinky. All right, here we go. So I know I showed this at the beginning of the lounge, but there are some different people in here now, and I will show you. I bought a new suit, 3-piece suit last couple I don't know, weeks ago for this event, and here we go. This was at the gala. It was really fun, and yes, my significant other is an emoji. But she had this really cool, it's a snake necklace. The snake necklace was a hit. People stopped her and commented on the snake necklace. Zoot suit riot, throw back a bottle of beer, woohoo! Zoot suit riot, a bullet going through my long black hair. No, I can't do that anymore. Riot! What's up, Doug? Dougie Fresh and a beer in a tree. How are you, Dougie Fresh? She has my hair. Yeah, she has more. She has enough hair for both of us, but so is my sister. I mean, my sister is definitely got the good hair gene. I got it from my mom. Mama Can. What can you do? You work with what you got. Richard B. Happy, man, it's been a long time. Much love to you, my friend, my neighbor. La La Land. How are you, Richard B. Happy? Been a long time. I check out some of your videos though when you're out and about in the LA area. Richard, I don't know if you just heard, but I was downtown in the garment district getting the 3-piece suit. That's always a fun experience. We went into the alley. What is it? The Santee alley, I think. I don't know. There's this whole like alley area where you can get really cheap and sometimes knockoff stuff. Going downtown LA is definitely an experience. It is absolutely an experience. All right, what do we got in here? We'll go through some of my PCGS. I don't have a lot of graded coins, but this one was, I called my LCS today, says Richard. He's paying 28 times face for 90% and isn't currently taking any 40% or 35% war nickels or 925 sterling. It's getting dicey out there. I wasn't selling. I just wanted to verify the rumor. Whoa. 28. Do we have some hairy can picks? Hair on my head? I could find one, Mrs. Coin Crew. Actually, yeah, I can show you one. I'm in the same can follically challenge. You do. What can you do? Yeah, you love yourself, warts and all. All right, so this one is actually the only one from Texas Joe that I got, and I got it graded, and it only came back it's a 1940S Mercury dime. It only came back as an AU58, but it just had this beautiful toning on it, and I wanted it in a slab. So, anyways, it's one of Texas Joe's that he sent to me, that he handpicked from his LCS and sent to me, some to sell and keep whatever I wanted. This one is a 1940S, and it's a MS66. This one is really pretty. That's a fairly high grade MS66 1940S. What do we got here? Oh, here's my Proof 70 DCAM silver San Antonio Missions quarter from 2019. Then we got the Proof 70 DCAM American Samoa Bat-Tat-Tat silver quarter. Proof 70 DCAM 2020S Tallgrass Prairie silver quarter. I do too, Deborah. A really nice Merc dime gets me pretty excited. Just remember, Can, God only created so many perfect heads. The rest he covered with hair. Quoted from Frank Mons Jr., a bald man with a goat son. Thank you, Frankie. That makes me feel pretty good. All right, where are we? Oh, here we go. This one is Edward C. Moy, signed mint director. What is that? I'm not sure. I gotta look here. 1993 P, Proof 69 DCAM Silver Eagle with the signature Edmund C. Moy. Of course, a panda. Proof. What? Can't read this one. MS68. Oh, 69. Sorry. There we go. 2019 MS69. And this is 1 ounce? No, 30 grams. East-West. 3 more. This one was a gift. That last one was a gift too, I think. Actually, a bunch of these might have been gifts. 2015 Dwight D. Eisenhower MS69 Chronicles set, metal. I like this right here. I like that design. G-Dub sold my 16D Merc. Oh, I hope you got good money for it. That is the key date and very expensive, even in good condition. This one was disappointing. 1898, genuine, but surfaces smooth, XF detail. And this one is in really great condition, but man, I don't even want to go over that one again. And then the last one is, oh, this one's nice. I love this one. First year Morgan, 1878 S MS64 with some really cool toning, in my opinion. 1878 S MS64 Morgan. So those are just a few PCGS ones. Let me go back to the chat. I said I was sorry. Uh-oh. If you go bald in front, you are a thinker. If you go bald in back, you're a lover. If you go bald all over, you think you're a lover. Yo, fat, that is hilarious, dude. Oh my god, that is funny. I think I like that one, Yo, fan. All right, let me see if I listed anything else. Johnny, I would need a net. All right, hold on. I got something from Johnny. Let me see. I probably can't show these. I probably shouldn't show these pictures if I got them, but yep, he sent pictures. Here is my current situation. Johnny, I need smell-o-vision. Indian head pennies can be difficult to get straight graded in mint state because for some reason people like to clean them back in the day and it was not frowned upon. It's frowned upon now, Paula. Dang it. Then the TPGs came along and all that changed. Yeah. Well, man. That one was actually the one that I found. The Indian head scent was the one that I found in when Hudson and I from Paws Spare Time, Hudson and I did a box battle, a Ma and Pa's penny box battle. And I found that in that box battle that we had. Surface is smooth, though. That's what I found so strange. It didn't say cleaned or, it said details, I think, but it says surface is smooth. It's like they buffed it or something. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that, or I don't think I had ever seen that on a slab as a description for a grade. What do I know? I'm just a guy who sits on his couch and talks to his computer. Probably wiped with a cloth. Yeah. Where the luster was just where it came off or whizzed is worse. Or they just put their Dremel on it and just Can just sent it to me and don't have to worry about it no more. No, Jack, because that is the nicest specimen I have of a Indian head scent. Even in that compromised condition, it is the nicest one that I have. And I found it, and I have a great connection with it, with Hudson, and finding it live on Paws Spare Time during the box battle that we had. So, yeah. Someday I'll get an uncirculated one. And it was they only graded XF anyways, so it wasn't even AU, which to me it looks at least AU. Send it to NGC to regrade. Robert Lawson better than PCGS knuckleheads. I know, and I had to wait forever, B1, to get it graded, to get it back. Oh, I got a picture of Madeline, I think. Maddie from B-Rad. Yes. Oh my god. And at the Piggly Wiggly. All right, so those of you who don't know, B-Rad, our good friend, it's his first grandchild, and this is Maddie. That's not Maddie, that's Piggly Wiggly, but Maddie at the Piggly Wiggly. Oh my god, Brad, she's getting so big. Cool smile. She's got hair. She's doing pretty well. Thanks, B-Rad, for sharing that. I love looking at the updates and seeing them grow up. They also used to heat the surfaces to smooth them of the Indian head scents or any coins. Paula? People do all kinds of stuff to coins. Yeah, probably just coins in general. Listening, guys. Be right back. The dogs want out. Who let the dogs out? Lisa did. Who let the dogs out? Lisa Anderson. Anderson. Any of the older stuff. Yeah, I mean, to put a typeset, that would be another thing. If I had money, to just be able to dump into coins like that, I would want to get a nice typeset coin collection, because I just love the old coins that you just don't see very often, and just the really old stuff. I would like to get a nice little typeset collection going at some point. But I also like to eat, and I like to live here, and like to have clean water to drink and things like that too. So I am a psych guy. And actually this Pink Floyd shirt looks like, I was going to say the Maslow is a psychologist, and the hierarchy of needs are Maslow's thing. And yeah, high on the pyramid is food and water and shelter. Low on the pyramid here is coins and typesets and things like that. Everybody's in California is rich, right? Yeah, Jerry, don't question everything. I say that not tongue in cheek. No, I mean, I'm joking with Jerry, obviously, but question everything, everybody. The whole world is a stage. All right, Richard Metcalf. The world is a stage, and keep your head on a swivel and question everything, and we'll be all right. We're all gonna get through. It's just a different day and age. And there's an analogy I like to give, and it's about skyscrapers. And I grew up in the country. This is down the road from where I grew up. That's a painting I did down the road. Apple orchards, very rural, very country part of New York. So I didn't really have that urban upbringing. I didn't, going to the city was kind of a little unnerving to me. I didn't like the city per se. My grandmother lived in the city, and we would go, and it kind of, I'd rather not. I didn't want to be in the city. But then as I got to college years and where do I want to go? Well, I always wanted to go to LA, and so I did exactly what was kind of a little bit nervy for me. But the analogy and the point I'm trying to make is, then once I'm out here and I'm in a big urban area with skyscrapers and things like that, and being in a place where it's on a fault line and we have earthquakes, but just in general, wherever they build a skyscraper, they build it, and they have to allow a little bit of sway in the skyscraper, and you don't see it and you may not feel it, but the higher you go, the more sway you need, because if a big wind, if it's completely rigid and rigid, it'll crumble with a big thing that comes by, or a storm, or anything that happens. And if you think of the analogy, then you have to have a little flexibility. You have to, and flexibility, or you'll crumble, I guess, is the main thought. And the main analogy is, if you don't have flexibility in your life, just like the skyscraper, you'll crumble when a storm comes. And I think that is just important to remember in a lot of phases and a lot of areas of life. And having flexibility is key, or if not, you just kind of have this you have the let me try to figure out how I want to say it properly, but you're vulnerable. I think you're vulnerable to crumbling, and to being narrow. That's all I gotta say about that. Going to see the Rockettes Christmas show in downtown New York in December. The Rockettes they're an institution. They're almost like can dancers with the doo, doo, doo. That's going to be a fun show. Richard C. Those of you who don't know, he's a traveling man, and he travels all around the world and sends me pictures, and I share them with y'all. So, and Richard, it would be great to hook up with you. I know that you said you're going, I think in January somewhere through LA, and I would definitely love to hook up with you and the missus. We're just a grain of sand in life. I know. I wish I could travel. Do you not like to fly, Paula, or is it just the funds to travel, or you don't have to get too detailed about it, but I mean, I wish I could travel more as well. I wish I could experience many, many, many more places. The people, the food, January 20th. I love to fly, but it's not free yet. No, that's where I'm at too, Paula. I wouldn't mind going. I have the time a lot of the time, not so much anymore with her, which is fine to trade off. But yeah, I would like to travel more internationally. I don't know if international travel is really the best idea right now, but who knows? Maybe I'll take her with me somewhere. She would fly well. I have to pay because she's not a service dog. I would have to pay to. Can we go in the kitchen for a minute? No, she wants to curl up on my lap. Okay. I was talking to my parents about it. If we could go anywhere, like where would it be? And I think for me, I would want to go somewhere. There's a few places that I would really like to check out. I'd like to go to the Scandinavian countries, just kind of go Norway, Sweden, Denmark, just kind of, I don't know, experience that, the history, the beauty. But I'd like to go to Japan, visit there. Maybe not Tokyo. I'd like to go to Tokyo. If I'm going to go to Japan, I got to go to Tokyo at least for a day or two. And then I'd like to go places like tropical places. Like I'd like to go to some of the smaller, like Bali and some of the smaller islands. But I'd like to go to like the Philippines. I'd like to go to, I don't know. I just like to go to a lot of places. I'd like to go to Italy and Greece, the two places where my family's from, and just kind of go all around, get a Eurorail pass and just go all around Europe and Portugal, England, France, Spain, Italy, Germany. I've been to Sweden and Helsinki, Finland in 2004. Sweet. Did you like it, B1? Bora Bora. Yeah, that would be fun. A new tour bus full of old guitars. Can Traveling Man by Ricky Nelson. I'd like that. Made a lot of stops all over the world. Is that who sang it? Was it Ricky Nelson? And then he ended up dying in an airplane, didn't he? Didn't Ricky Nelson die in an airplane crash? Sweden is wonderful. Say hello to my wife's family. Will do if I can get there. Thank you, Frank. $10 super chat. And Sweden is wonderful. And to your wife, I don't know any words in Swedish, or I would say a nice greeting. I would love to take a train ride. That would be cool across this country too. I would too. I've driven across the country a couple times, but a train ride, you see so much different stuff. And I would like to do that too, Paula. The only place in the US I won't go is New York City. I can go to New York City for a couple. I grew up in upstate New York, and going into New York City was definitely a bit overwhelming. It's noisy. It's got a certain smell to it. It's got just this frenetic energy to it. I can stay a couple days and then I got to get out. I wouldn't want to live there either, Richard, quite honestly. I went to some war museums in Helsinki. Ooh, that had to be powerful. When I went to Oahu and went to the Pearl Harbor Museum and went out to the USS Arizona and everything, and that was eerie. B1 and everybody. It was just you felt it. The word "hey" in Sweden is hello. Hey, hello, hey. He said hey, I said hello. We're communicating, right? I had a friend that I worked with at the hospital, and he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. You know, he wasn't a sack of hammers, but he just definitely wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. And so he would say stuff, and I wasn't saying it to correct him, to be like, you know, I was trying to help him, you know, because he was my good friend. And so, but I would say something, he'd missay something or use a word the wrong way, or for example, and I would say the correct way to say it, and he'd look at me and he'd just be like, "What, you knew what I was saying, right?" And I said, "Well, yeah." He's like, "So we're communicating, right?" I was like, "Yep, we're communicating." So he's like, "So I got my point across, didn't I?" And I was like, "Yep, you did." I've never been there, Can I need to go there. Well, and unfortunately, and I don't want to. I hate saying stuff and it not being true. Trust me, like. But something jogs my memory now of, and if anyone please interject into the chat, that are they doing something where they're not gonna? I heard something where they're either something with the USS Arizona where it's still leaking up oil from underwater from the ship. I heard that they're not going to take people out there on a boat anymore, or that's not going to be a part of the thing that you can do when you go to Pearl Harbor. That's not going to be part of the experience. Has anyone heard that, and can they confirm or deny that? Because I feel like I read that or heard that recently, that they're either thinking about removing that, or that they are gonna, you know, do away with that part of the experience that you can get when you go to Pearl Harbor. The oil never stopped leaking. Yeah, I went there, 15 or so years ago, JJ, and I was able to see it and go through the whole tour and everything. And yeah, the oil is still coming up from the ship. My son was stationed at Hickam Air Force Base in Hawaii. I've been to and thank him for his service, definitely. And I know we have veterans in the chat right now. No, they still have Navy boats to the memorial. Okay. The oil still in tanks. Yes, B1. When they take you, you go through the museum and stuff, but then they'll take you out to the USS Arizona in a boat, in a speedboat, and they have a Navy person as the captain, but you're on a speedboat basically, and they'll take you out there and you'll go and you'll see. But as you're walking and on the glass, there's a glass floor that you can look down, but it's still leaking up it's bubbling up from the ship from the USS Arizona, and the water is still, you know, oil. So some oil slicks coming up, but I hope that they don't stop that tour, because it just is. It's powerful, and it's very sombering and quiet. And when I went, everybody was really respectful and not I don't know. There's just there's an energy and a feeling there that I just don't get most places, and obviously you know why. But what time is it? Been on an hour and a half. I'm gonna go into the kitchen real quick. I'm gonna take her and get her some DINNER because she's gonna jump up. You wanna watch? Stashy, you want some dinner foods? And she gone. I'll just be like 2 minutes. It's gonna take me real quick. I'm gonna feed her and then I'll be back in a flash. Boatman, I think you're slick. What's up, my man? Hey, Boatman. Oh, she's back. Dang. Hi. Was that good? Okay. Well, she's. Do you need to sit right here now, or can you go sit down there? What do you think, Stashy? Oh, on my lap. Oh well. It's not far. It's just a little. It's a short little speedboat trip to where it is, and it has a structure built on the water over the top of it. So it's just a short, maybe 5-minute speedboat trip to get to the site where it is. Bon appetit, boatman. Spend my time with the woman. Yeah, not a structure, a memorial. It is a memorial. It's a, yeah, there's many. Yeah. Sometimes my words don't come to me, but yes, it's a memorial. Sacred place. It's sprinkling, Can. Make sure your mudslide insurance is paid up, buddy. Is it too late to add it? Is it too late to add that, Frank? Oh. I saw it. They did. I don't know a lot about it, Paula, but I know that they arrested the kid and he seems to be troubled and had threatened to burn, I think, his sister's house down at some point. And that's what they say. But again, I kind of question everything. But I live in Los Angeles, B1. City of Angels. Everyone's got a dream in Los Angeles. What's your dream? I think that's from Pretty Woman. Everyone got a dream in Los Angeles. What's your dream? I live in a van down by the river. Do you have any gas money? No, we don't live in a van. Okay, we don't. We don't live in a van. Something about Mary. Proud Mary. Roll. I used to play Proud Mary. I can't remember how it goes though. Hey, quit it. Okay, good. Dogs are barking. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, she grabbed my arm with her. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. That's I have the album. Good old boys drinking whiskey. Man, my brain is not working very well right now. Don McLean. Unfortunately, the fire he started was a week earlier, and the root system was still smoldering a week later for the winds to fan up. That is in Hawaii, isn't it? I was in there. Yes, Boatman. If you're talking about Pearl Harbor, it's in Oahu, the island of Oahu. Probably fly into Honolulu. Yeah, the Santa Ana winds are no joke. They whip. They definitely whip. One more cup of coffee before I go. One more cup of coffee for the road. To the valley below. That's a Dylan song, as you know, Joe's Garage. That's a good one. One more cup of coffee. And it was cool because the White Stripes would do one song on each of their albums that was a cover song, and that one on that album happened to be the Bob Dylan "One More Cup of Coffee." It's getting late and great hanging out, but I need to say goodnight. Good night, Diamond Lou. Good night, Bree, if you're watching. Always good to see you. Thank you for coming and chilling with us, and have a good work week, buddy. Talk to you soon, Lou. Oh, you lived in Hawaii for 2 years. Oh, then you know where it is. Which island, Boatman? Boatman? And were you a boatman on the island? A whip it good. Correct that whip. I love Devo. Devo is short for devolution. Devolution. Something we've... Anyways, one of my favorite Devo songs is their, well, Freedom of Choice. I love Freedom of Choice. Freedom of Choice. It's what we got. Freedom of choice. What we need. But also when they covered, speaking of cover songs, Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones. I can't get no satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction when I try and I try and I try. I can't get no. Hey. And that's what I say. Oh, I only do this because I'm the only one. So challenge the train. Thank you, Frank Mons. $5.99 super chat. I appreciate you, buddy. I can't get no satisfaction. And I say, when I'm driving in my car, and a man comes on the radio, he's telling me more and more about some useless information. I started working on, I worked all over. I was on 3 different islands in one day. So yeah, I mean, by your name, it makes sense if you are a boat operator. And I don't know if you are a boat operator, but that would be cool. I worked all over. I was on 3 different islands in one day. That would be so fun. Just bouncing around the Hawaiian Islands. All right, good. Can you go on down here? Oh, perfect. Whew. Shake my arm out now. I started working on little GNR last night. Shed a tear cause I'm missing you. Still alright to smile. Girl, I think about you every day now. Was a time when I wasn't sure, but you set my mind at ease. There is no doubt you're in my heart now. Said woman, take it slow, it'll work itself out fine. All we need is just a little patience. Said sugar, make it slow, it'll come together fine. All we need is just a little patience. I sit here on the stairs cause I'd rather be alone. If I can't have you right now, I'll wait, dear. Sometimes I get so tense, but I can't speed up the time. But you know, love, there's one more thing to consider. Said woman, take it slow and things will be just fine. You and I'll just use a little patience. Said sugar, take the time, 'cause the lights are shining bright. You and I've got what it takes to make it. We won't fake it. Oh, I'll never break it, 'cause I can't take it. Need a little patience. Yeah. Need a little patience. Yeah. Just a little patience. Walking the streets tonight, just trying to get it right. Hard to see with so many around. You know I don't like being stuck in a crowd. Streets don't change, but baby the names. I ain't got time for the pain, 'cause I need you. Whoa, I need you. Oh, I need you. I need you all this time. GNR lives or dies. Good night, Richard. Partridge family. What's up, buddy? Good to see you and Mama and Doggy Bowie again. Oh yeah, we haven't played the final song by any means. Freebird. It is not a banjo. You need to take a break. Oh, I need to break out the electric guitar for everyone one day. I know, Biggie. It's still kind of early. I just got to get. There's a few things with electrical, and I did it. I've only done it once, honestly, since I've been back. But Biggie, I think you're onto something. If not tonight, then soon. If not tonight, then definitely soon. It is fun to play though, and I want to get, like I was telling Joe's Garage, Mr. Mad Cow, I want to get a wah-wah or a whammy bar for it. I'd love to get a wah-wah pedal too. Maybe I'll start like messing around with pedals, because you can do like I want to do where you can play something and then click and then have it be a loop and then record it and it'll loop what I just played, and then you can add different stuff to it. That's what I would like to get into messing around with. It's funny because I'm going to look up Freebird. I really am, B1, because I don't think it's that difficult of a song to play, but it's a nice song. And if I don't play the whole thing, then but why not Freebird? Let's try it. All right. No capo. Tomorrow, would you still do it? Would you still remember me? If I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. Whoops, let me go. Oh, gee. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you cannot change. Oh, and this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Bye, bye, bye. It's been a sweet love. Oh, this feeling I can't change. Please don't take it so badly, 'cause Lord knows I'm to blame. But if I stay here with you, girl, things just couldn't be the same. 'Cause I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you never change. Oh, and this bird you cannot change. Lord knows I can't change. Lord help me, I can't change. And then it, oh, and then it goes into that hard part. Well, we're going into that hard part. There's a yodel in there somewhere. Well, Crambo. Biggie knows what I'm talking about. I know, we got the Partridge Family here, and they're singing along. What a great night. We got the Partridge Family here, and they are singing along. Oh, that's a beautiful song by Skynyrd. Tuesday's gone with the wind. I'll look that one up, Jerry. Jerry's my hype man. Yeah, boy. I got to look up this for Jerry. Tuesdays Gone with the Wind. I'm not sure if I will be able to remember all of the verses of this and how it goes, but Earth, Wind, and Fire. Is that the name of the song? Tuesday's Gone? Maybe it's just Tuesday's Gone. There it is. Oh, let me not put the apostrophe. It's a match! Eureka, I found it. All right. No. Oh, the first lyric is train. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone with the wind. Train roll. Hold on, let me see what F. The second fret. Oh, okay. All right. Train roll on down the line. Won't you take me on? I don't remember how the verses go. Now I feel the wind blow outside. Yeah, I can't remember how the lyrics go. I haven't heard this in a while. I don't know where I'm going to get the the cadence of the verses. Tuesday's gone away. Tuesday's gone with the wind. Tuesday's gone with the wind. My baby's gone. Train roll, Tuesday's gone. Train roll, many miles from my home. See, I'm riding my blues away. Tuesday, you see, she had me below, but somehow I got to carry on. Huh. It's a little tease of it. Sometimes I will not play the whole song. Sometimes I will butcher a song, but sometimes I'll just try to learn a song. And big wheel, keep on turning. Carry me home, see my kin. Good night, Steve Liberty. Thanks for coming in, chilling with us. Scoop is here. I want a scoop, baby, scoop, scoop a loop, scoop a loop, scoop a loop, loop, loop. Good to see you, Scoop. Thank you for coming. There she is. Heidi ho, can. Heidi ho, Scooper. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, B1. Appreciate y'all. Uh-oh. Mama. Oh, Mr. Can. Oh, Mr. Can. Sing this is. Hi, Mama Partridge. I'm going up in the chat. Want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Great to see y'all. Thanks for coming and chilling with us. I'm on the bright side of life. Definitely the brighter side of life. Glastron, hi, old friend. True musician, how he could pick something I'm familiar with. I know them in my head. I just have to. I can't make my hands do it, and sometimes I forget like the verses. Obviously, and I got to stop saying obviously. I got to catch. See, I catch myself. I have awareness, self-awareness. It's the first step. But evidently, with myself, I sometimes forget the lyrics or the cadence of the verses. But Glastron, it's always great to see you. I had a good time last week chilling with you again, and I'm glad to see you here tonight. This is a song that I do know, and I will play it for you. It's a song by the Black Keys, and it's funny because I'm a White Stripes fan, and I'm also a Black Keys fan. And I'll just say that Jack White and the boys at the Black Keys haven't always gotten along very well, and I don't care. I would if I like some music that people are playing, I don't care if they have beef with each other. If I like people that hang out in different circles, I don't care because I like the people anyways. But this is a song called, and I think we can all relate, and it's by the Black Keys, and it's Little Black Submarines. You may not relate to the to the name of the song, but maybe to the content. Little black submarines, operator, please put me back on the line. Told my girl I'll be back, operator, please. This is wrecking my mind. Whoa, can it be? Those voices calling me, they get lost and out of time. Should've seen it glow, but everybody knows a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. Pick you up, let you down when I wanna go to a place I can hide. You know me, I had plans, but they just disappeared to the back of my mind. Whoa, can it be? Voices calling me, they get lost and out of time. Should've seen it glow, but everybody knows a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. Treasure maps, fallen trees, operator, please put me back when it's time. Stolen friends and disease, operator, please put me back to my mind. Whoa, can it be? Those voices calling me, they get lost and out of time. I should have seen it glow, but everybody knows that a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. Whoa, can it be? Those voices calling me, they get lost and out of time. Should have seen it go, but everybody knows that a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. That a broken heart is blind. Deep, boop, beep, boop, deep, boop, deep. My grandson has become a metalhead because of difficulty to play. He's become a metalhead because of difficulty to play. First metal band of the year, Jethro Tull. I know, against Metallica. I remember that, JJ. Metallica was in the running, and a band with a flute won. Excuse me, a flautist. Ian Anderson. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Jethro Tull, but they're not metal. Jethro Tull, Metallica, Jethro Tull. In terms of metal, question everything. I can't tell you what I want. I can't tell you what I want. Submission. Down, down, you're bringing me down. Submission. I can't tell you what I want. 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 Submission. Down, down, bring me down. Submission. PIL, Public Image Limited. You're just somebody that I used to know. Oh, God. You want me to play that one, G-Dub? Didn't have to cut me off. Took my records and something and did something. Somebody that I used to. I had teary eyes when I watched the Ozzy documentary the other night. Are you talking about on Paramount Plus, Scoop? Paramount Plus has a new thing with Ozzy. Is that what you're talking about, Scoop? Because it just came out and I haven't started to watch it yet, and I guess I got to prepare myself. I mean, I know it's going to be sad, and I should prepare myself accordingly. But is it that teary, Scoop? If we're talking about the same one. Skydive naked from an aeroplane. Why does that sound familiar, G-Dub? Skydive naked from an aeroplane. When I hear aeroplane, I think of that Red Hot Chili Peppers album that Dave Navarro was on. It was during the years that they kicked John Frusciante out of the band, and it was the one album I think that Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction was on. I like pleasure mixed with pain, and music is my aeroplane. It's my aeroplane. Samba, Sour Jane, and music is my aeroplane. Scotty Naked from an Aeroplane is Motley Crue. It's a Motley Crue song. Oh, I gotta look that one up. G-Dub. Some Butterfly. Some Butterfly? I know Iron Butterfly. Glasstron. He was a trooper for sure. Watch it for sure. They mentioned everything that happened after he fell. All right, Scoop. Yeah, I'll watch it. Is it? I thought it was a series, or is it just one documentary, or are there going to be like a few episodes or installments of it? Oh, Richard Metcalf. It's Joe. Joe's Garage. It's Joe's Garage. It's one of his aliases. It's one of his fond AKAs, also known as My Tan Is Me, They Suck. Actually, this guitar that I'm playing is a gift from, this was my 50th, one of my 50th birthday gifts from Joe's Garage, Turn It Down, AKA Mad Cow, AKA Mr. Jones, AKA oh, this is my favorite one of his. If you haven't, oh wait, I got to think of how it goes. Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin. On that note, I'm going to play a Grateful Dead song called Althea, and it's I haven't played this in a long time. Yeah, Aretha Franklin. He came one time, so he likes to do this to make me laugh, and I love him dearly. Like Joe's Garage, Turn It Down. Red. My name is Red. Oh, AKA My Name is Red. That's also, I don't want to give all of his secrets away. I'll stop. But it makes me laugh because he'll come in and he'll be under a new name and I won't know who it is. And then he'll say something that only he and I know that we talk about. And it cracks me up every time that he does that. Told Althea I was feeling lost, lacking in some direction. Althea told me, oh, upon scrutiny, my back might need protection. Told Althea the treachery was tearing me limb from limb. Althea told me, better cool down, boy, settle back, easy, Jim. You may be Saturday's child all grown, moving with a pinch of grace. You may be a clown in the burying ground, oh, just another pretty face. You may be the face of Ophelia, sleeping every chance to dream, honest to the point of recklessness, self-centered in the extreme. Ain't nobody messing with you but you. Your friends are getting most concerned. Loose with the truth, baby, it's your fire. But baby, I hope you don't get burned. When the smoke has cleared, she said, that's what she said to me. Gonna want a bed to lay your head and a little sympathy. There are things you can replace and others you cannot. Time has come to weigh those things. The space is getting hot. You know the space is getting hot. I told Althea I'm a roving sign and I was born to be a bachelor. Althea told me, okay, that's fine. So now I'm bound to catch her. Can't talk to you without talking to me. We're guilty of the same old thing. Been thinking a lot about less and less and forgetting the love we bring. Woohoo! Have a grateful day, everyone. That's a song by the Grateful Dead called Althea, and it's a really sweet song. To me, it has a lot of good memories to me. That's kind of how I figure out how to play them. It has the chord over the lyrics, And so I taught myself guitar. That's how I figure it out when I go up there. There he is, no matter who he is. Bullfrogs, barking hounds, hound dogs croaking. I still love you, brother, no matter who I am. PBS is strong. That's right, my friend. Oh, Mad Cow, you're amazing. Made 3 shows one year of the Grateful Dead, Glasstron. I've made 3 shows in a weekend. Trust me, I'm not trying to like one up. It's just like, but I blew off, and I'm so glad that I did. I blew off college one weekend to go to the Philly Spectrum, and I saw because they were going to play at the Philly Spectrum during one of the second of the 3 nights was the 50th time they ever played at the Philly Spectrum. And they hung a banner in they hung a banner in the rafters for the Grateful Dead. It was a tie-dye steal your face. Sweet Glasstron. But I know, like, depending on where you live, and I was blessed to live in a place, in upstate New York where I could go to different places and see a bunch of different shows and see them at like Ohio or see them at Knickerbocker and Albany, and then see them after the Knickerbocker at the Giant Stadium and the Meadowlands in New Jersey, and then I could go see them in Ohio after that or something if I wanted to, or Deer Creek or things like that, and kind of bounce around, especially in the summer. But there were times that I blew off college to go. My parents know it's all fine. I still graduated. Everything's good. But I blew off some college to go to some Dead shows. My friend years ago taught me like that. Also, can. I would take my Coleman stove, and it had a 2-burner Coleman stove. Like, it folded up into it's probably only like this big, and we would sell, my friend and I, my buddy that I played soccer with in college, we would go and we would sell or trade grilled cheeses, and we'd buy loaves of bread and a bunch of butter and a bunch of sliced cheese, and we would just make grilled cheese sandwiches, like trade them with people, and it was a lot of fun going to concerts, going to Grateful Dead shows. I remember the day in 1994. It was in the summer. I was working with a landscaping company, and we were on our break, and I went into the truck and turned on the radio, and every song was Grateful Dead song, and I'm like, what the hell? This is cool. This is really great. And then the DJ came on after like the second or third song. We're eating our lunch, having just our break time, and she comes on and says, yes, unfortunately, sad day today, Jerry Garcia has passed away. And I was like, oh my God. It was in 1994. It must have been the summer of 1994. And glad that I got to see some shows before Jerry passed, I should say, before Jerry passed. I've gone to a lot of Dead shows in the Meadowlands, New Jersey. That was the old Giant Stadium, yeah. And they had a big like fence around the outside, and as soon as the Dead played, it was literally like flies. They all started scaling the fence and running from security because they were trying to get on the floor into the pit, and they hadn't paid enough money, or whatever to get down there. And so we would see them, and they would all just like be, we were up in the stadium seats and everything. So we would watch them though. And as soon as the lights went down and the Dead were going to go on, or as soon as if it was a day show or the announcement was on, boom, all of a sudden people just started scaling this like 10-foot wall. And some people would fall and get injured, and some people, you'd see them run, and security would be chasing them, and people would be cheering for them, and they'd get away and be like, yeah, or they'd get caught and people would be like, boo, and they'd be like, let them go, let them. It's just kind of one of those like fond memories I have of the New Jersey Meadowlands. JJ says, we saw them at the Spectrum in Philly. Yeah, the Philly Spectrum, and have a cookout in the parking lot, hamburgers, hot dogs, and corn on the cob. And that was so fun to, obviously I said it again. One of the great things of the Dead shows were the I don't know, the hangouts and the tailgating, I guess, the hangouts in the parking lot. But we could trade, like we would trade like we traded for a lot of different things. Memories through the corners of my mind, faded, misty colored memories of the way things were. Yeah, the before party, the prep party. I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo. How am I doing here? I don't belong here. I'm a creep. Yep, that's the song. Many would just go to hang out in the parking lot and trade tapes and different shows. Yep, Biggie. And they'd walk around like this, just like walk around. I need one. I need a miracle. I need a miracle every day. Like the first U.S. festival, 3-day party in a campground. I wish that was in the 83. Was it 83, the US festival? It's 1983, I think. Yeah, I think it was 1983 was the US festival. Saw an interesting spectacle with a guy being chased by the law. He hit the main crowd and it just opened up as soon as the chasers got in there. The crowd just kind of closed back in. Yes, I've seen that exact thing happen, Glasstron, where they'd let the person in and then all of a sudden then they close back up and it's like they're lost in the crowd. That was like exactly what I experienced too. That was totally funny. I'm with you there, Glasstron. Oh, 1982. Yeah, I knew it was like very early 80s. The US Festival. And was that the one that Queen came back and Freddie Mercury and they just rocked the hell out of it? 82 and 83. They had one did they have one in both years? Jack. Oh, Jack, do you want me to show the pictures of your new spot or anything? Or I don't want to give anything away, but if you want me to, I'll be happy to. Yes, okay. I will, Jack. It's kind of exciting. Jack's got a new spot and he's moving onto one of his daughter's property, which I think is great. Family kind of coming together, and and supporting one another. And actually, I have it on my iPad, and it'll be a bigger screen to show. So Jack Allman has a new exciting home that he's going to move into on his daughter, on one of his daughter's land. And the Amish people built it, which is similar to, kind of similar yet different to where Mama Can and Pop Can live. But I think he said it's kind of a bigger space than he has now, and it's a nice new home that is built up on risers. So in case, knock wood, there's not another flood or something, it's built up. Because if some of you remember, Jack had a really hard time with the recent flood about a year or so ago, and his place was, and his whole neighborhood was really hit and hurt by the flood of North Carolina and Marion. It's a little smaller. All right, so he said it's just a little smaller. I knew it was either like a tiny bit bigger or a tiny bit smaller, but it's a tiny bit smaller than the place he has now. But it's a new start, and it's a new, it's not that far from the place that he's living at now, and 14 foot by 60 foot. And he can just, you saw it's a bare shell that the Amish people built, and he can design it and decorate it however he wants. And I think that that's a fun kind of prospect and a new chapter in his life. And Jack, you know how much we support you, and I just think that it's a good thing for you to be with your family and on the same grounds as one of your daughters, and still in the same hometown, but just a new start. Yeah. And it's built well. Exactly, Scoop. The Amish people are craftsmen, master craftsmen, I should say. I know, me too, Scoop. I wish I was old enough to see them, because I was born in '72. Pink Floyd was without a doubt the best concert I've ever attended, the Blossom Music Center in Ohio in 1972. I can imagine. Was Syd Barrett still with them in '72, or he had already left? It was Roger Waters and Gilmore at that point, wasn't it? There's a guy on YouTube, and if you don't know who Rick Beato is, Beato, he's actually an upstate New Yorker from not far from where I grew up, and he I can't remember what college. I think it was like Stony Brook, or he was a professor of music and I think music theory. And he has and if one of the mods don't mind, or if somebody wants to throw in his link, it's Rick Beato Music, and guy with white hair, and he plays guitar as well, really, really well. And he interviews people and he's got like 4 million subscribers. I think he's really on YouTube. He's really established a following, but he's also really well respected. And he's landed now 2 interviews with David Gilmour, and I really recommend seeing the David Gilmour interview, either the first or the second, and Billy Strings, because he lets the artist talk, and he has great instincts as an interviewer, where he will just let them say their piece, and he'll interject only. He's not there to make himself look good. He's there to let the artist the musician tell their story, and maybe interject a little thing here or there, but really just let them go. And he has a great respect from the artists as a result. I worked beside some Amish building log homes. Great workers. Yeah, great people too. I go to New York, Pennsylvania area in the summertime and see my family. And as you know, as some of you know, the Amish people built my parents' log cabin, and but I'll go to auctions and grocery stores and things like that, and the Amish people will be there, and I'll always strike a conversation with them, and I'll also go to their roadside stands right where they live, and buy their produce and things like that, and jarred preserves. It's yummy. But yes, good people. Sid left much too soon. He was extravagant. I mean, if I know rock stars are extravagant and not extravagant maybe is the word. He was really unique. Sid was, Frank, I think. Thank you, JJ. JJ just put it in there. I would definitely, if you're into music and just a good YouTube channel, Rick Beato is definitely been around for a long time. JJ's been subbed him for 4 years. Yeah. Bullfrog says it's a great show. He really does have he's just a natural interviewer, but a natural teacher too. But also, they always say if you can't, those who teach can't do. And I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a minute, because those who teach sometimes can do really well. They just choose to teach. And I'll also give one more example, and I'm going on it in a totally different direction right now from music, but there's a young skateboard prodigy. He's not young anymore. He's a young man, but his name is Mitchie Bruschi. He used to be called Mitchie Bruschi. He was a prodigy, real prodigy. So I want to stress this. The biggest thing when I was growing up was the X Games and Tony Hawk on skateboarding, trying to get a 900. A 540 was the McTwist, where you go up the half pipe and you turn around twice basically, and you land. So that's a 540 degree revolution where you spin twice and then you come down, I guess. And so he was and everybody was chasing the 900. The 900 was like the big thing that everybody wanted to. And if I'm not a mathematician, so if I get my things wrong, just forgive me. But it was definitely a 900 that people were trying to, skateboarders on the half pipe were trying to get. And Tony Hawk fell on the X Games over and over again, and did it like 20 attempts or so. And he finally hit the 900. Well, this young, and it was the biggest thing in skateboarding. And then this Mitchie Brusco, young kid prodigy, he started just crushing stuff in skateboarding. He did he did two things that were like more than that. And I know I'm just like tripping over my what's after a 900, 1540, I don't know, whatever it was. He did that, and then he also did like another one after that. But my point is, he can skate really, really well. His name is Mitchie Brusco. Won 14, I think he won like 14 or 14 X Games gold medals, and now he has a channel called Skate IQ. And if one of the JJ or one of the or Biggie or somebody, if you don't mind, can you look up Skate IQ? Because now what he does, he's dedicated his life. He doesn't do competitions anymore, and he's dedicated his life to teaching young kids, boys and girls, how to skateboard, and he's a professor of skateboarding now. So it's a totally like different thing for him to do, but he's so incredibly good at it. And even if you don't like skateboarding, his style and his way of teaching is incredible. And he's a young man. He's like this incredible young prodigy skateboarder who just grew up and just took this skateboarding thing to like another level that had already been established by Tony Hawk, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. And I think he's like 30 years old. I don't think he's even older than maybe 30 years old. And now he's teaching all these younger generation kids how to do things and quickly and just communicating with them so incredibly succinctly and on their level, and all the things that I was, I grew up, or I didn't grow up. Most of my professional experience is working with kids, young, kids, pediatrics, 5 to 12-year-olds. That was mostly where I worked in the hospital. And they give you training on this too, that you have to relate to a kid on a kid's level. And that means not coming over the top of them and talking to them. It means like bending down and talking to them, and not, overpowering them, but being at their level, and also speaking their language, and all these little nuances that I was taught as doing what I did with my career and my degree. But I don't think he was taught any of that, but it just comes naturally to him. The way his body language, the words that he uses with the kids, it's so natural. It's so incredibly a gift. It's just a gift. And he's sharing it with the next generation of skateboarders and kids, and not just making them better skateboarders, but making them better people. And I think his legacy is going to be remarkable. And it's called Skate IQ. His name is Mitchie Brusco. Kinkin, I just heard from Nick. She's fine, helping family members, and said she misses everyone. Well, thank you, Lisa, for the update, and glad that you reached out to her. I'm sure you let her know that we're all thinking about her. So thank you. Turns out Tony and I have something in common. The goats, yes. Oh, he's closer to Frank and to Tony Hawk. That goat's for you. But to be able to like really teach someone like that, and for him to be, he's a champion. He's a pioneer. He's broken some records and ground with that community, Mitchie Brusco, that is. Then if you want to be a teacher, who better to be a teacher? I mean, to have that type of expert teach you something. So I don't buy into that thing that those who can't do teach. I don't buy into that, because I think that there are some really amazing teachers who can do pretty well, and they just chose that path. They chose a path of service, or of bringing up the next generation, or two or three. So the missus is home. I'm gonna take a quick second, because the dog is gonna bark like crazy. So I'll be back in a minute. Yep, it's about that time. See you soon. Good night, Scoop, if you're taking off. Peace out. Not sure, but time for another cup of coffee. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go. Thank you, JJ. He put in the Skate IQ link, and I think you may enjoy it. And it's just a feel-good channel too. It's like short little videos, and they have small breakthroughs that the kids will get, and you'll just see kind of the lights turn on in their heads, and it's a feel-good channel for sure. Most definitely. Oh, honey, did you eat dinner yet?
No, I was gonna have leftovers.
All right.
But
I was just checking.
okay.
Love the screaming goats. Want some of the real ones that faint. Night off. I would love a faint. I want a pygmy goat, and Mrs. Can too wants. We would like a pygmy goat, but we got to get some little different living arrangements for the.
A pig or a goat.
You want a pig or a goat?
No, pig or a goat. It's a pygmy goat Angora goat hybrid.
Ooh, a pygmy goat Angora goat hybrid. She said. I didn't even know that. I got to see what one of those look like. Glasstron, take care, my friend, my rock and roll brother. Love the screaming goats. Want some of the real ones that faint. Good night, all. On that note, I'm gonna faint myself out. Be well, Glasstron. All right, bullfrogs. I'll look that one up. One more cup of coffee. He did do a good version of it. Jack White did, and I like it. So I'm gonna look it up. I shouldn't put that finger in my eye because it's been. Breath is sweeter, eyes are like two jewels in the sky. Back is straight, your hair is smooth on the pillow where you lie. But I don't sense affection, no gratitude or love. Your loyalty is not to me, but to the stars above. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below. Daddy, he's an outlaw and a wanderer by trade. He'll teach you how to pick and choose and how to throw the blade. He oversees his kingdom, so no stranger does intrude. His voice it trembles as he calls out for another plate of food. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below. Your sister sees the future like your mama and yourself. You never learn to read or write, there's no books upon your shelf. Your pleasure knows no limits, your voice like a meadowlark, but your heart is like an ocean, mysterious and dark. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below. That's for the maddest cow alive. Nevada video is crazy. I'm not Jack White, but sometimes I channel him. You fell down, of course, and then you got up, of course, and started over. Forgot my name, of course. Then you started to remember. Pretty tough to think about the beginning of December. Pretty tough to think about. Pretty tough to think about. Yeah. Pretty tough to think about. You're looking down again. Then you look me over. Oh, and we're laying down again on a blanket in the clover. Oh, same boy you've always known. Well, I guess I haven't grown. Same boy you've always known. Same boy you've always known. Think of what the past did, could have lasted. So put it in your basket. I hope you know a strong man who can lend you a hand, lowering my casket. I thought this is just a day, and soon you'd be returning. Oh, the coldest blue ocean water cannot stop my heart and mind from burning. Oh, well, everyone who's in the know says, well, that's exactly how it goes. If there's anything good about me, well, I'm the only one who knows. I think my dog knows too. I think she knows it. There's something good about me, huh? Is there something good about you too? True that. True that, dog. Something good about you in the chat too. Absolutely. We got to recognize the beauty in each other and realize that lighting another flame makes the world brighter. Think of how you feel when you went to a school assembly when you were younger. Go back in your mind to, first of all, you get out of class, which is great, usually, like, at least for me. But when we had a school assembly, it was great because we got out of class and it just broke up the routine. It broke up the mundane, going to the different classes and this and that. But sometimes you would go to, and not every assembly, but sometimes you'd go to a school assembly and someone would say something, and it was usually a public speaker, right? You'd go to the auditorium and you'd sit in there and joke around with your friends, and all of a sudden the lights would go down. You'd have to be quiet, and then the speaker would come on the stage. And I remember leaving some of those thinking and feeling inspired, like really, truly inspired. And unfortunately, it would only last for like a day or two, and you'd have that kind of like, wow, it really meant something to you, but it's fleeting. It was always, for me, I don't know if that's the same experience for anyone else, but it was fleeting. It would only last for a day or two. And then you just get back in the same routine, or and I just kind of think about that sometimes, and about having something or some people or things and people in your lives that can just do that can make you feel inspired, that can inspire you, that can challenge you, that can comfort you, that can smile with you and celebrate with you, but can also grieve with you. And I think that when I would go to those assemblies, it inspired me to want to, we spoke about teaching earlier this night, and we spoke about doing and teaching. And I think that those people that would come and that would speak at the assemblies, they had something special. They had something that even if it's just like a little spark or a seed that is planted, there's something that is really like a gift about that. And there's something that's really promising in that. There's something really promising in that type of feeling that you get when you're inspired. And whether you're inspired by musicians or artists or athletes or great-minded people, mathematicians, scientists, linguists, it doesn't matter. It's that feeling that you get when you're inspired, and that feeling of anything's possible, that feeling of power, and not misguided power, and not misdirected and misused power, but that personal power, that type of feeling that makes you want to make your legacy even better, your personal legacy better. And if you don't think about your personal legacy, I encourage you to think about, as Jim Morrison said, what kind of, when it's all over, what kind of movie did you leave? What kind of movie did you, I'm paraphrasing him, but basically, like, is it enough to make a movie, your life, or is it kind of just you were just a complacent observer or passerby, and there's nothing wrong with being an observer. I like to observe and I like to participate, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but I don't recommend people to be a passenger their whole life. I don't think it's good to be a passenger. I don't think it's good to be a driver your whole life either. I think you should drive and be a rider, because you see things differently in both seats, you know. Gives you a better perspective and a broader view. Life inspires me for more life. I like that, Frank. Life inspires me for more life. Well, it keeps you going. It does. I think that's what you're, and I don't want to, that's how I interpret it, Frank. And I agree. Like, inspires me. Life inspires me for more life. Like, I gotta silence this.
Do you want me to mute that chat?
No, I paused. All right, I silenced it.
You silenced
Thanks.
it. Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I realize there's going to be a bunch. So.
Shoot, my 13-year-old grandson does that to me. Can his knowledge of music is abundant. Yeah, and people and if you're open to it, it doesn't matter their age, it doesn't matter their status or socioeconomic or whatever, it none of that matters. What matters is if somebody inspires you, they just straight up inspire you, or if life just inspires you in terms of like whatever you focus on. And usually for me it's nature. If like I find so much beauty in nature that I don't see in people. And I mean that, and it bears repeating. I think I find so much more beauty overall in nature than I do around people. I don't necessarily wish it were that way. I would like to, and that's not to say I don't enjoy people, because I do enjoy people and I do enjoy being around people, but I also don't enjoy being around people. And that's just me being a bit of a conundrum, which I understand that I am, but I think everyone has their moods, and everyone has their I know everyone has their preferences and things like that. And some people just always want to be around people, and some people never want to be around people, and some people, are any variance in between. But in terms of that, like, inspiration, I wish there were a way to bottle that inspiration, but the inspiration comes from a dream. The inspiration can come from someone speaking publicly, whether it's a school assembly or a community event that you go to. But and inspiration can also come from nature, and it can come from something every day that may seem mundane to people, but sometimes you may just look at something or hear something or smell something. It can be, it can also be a smell, or an inspiration can be multifaceted. But that feeling of being inspired is such a great feeling, because it makes people do extraordinary things. It propels people to do extraordinary things, and I'm definitely a part of that. I want to be a part of that. I'd rather be around people that talk about ideas than other people. I've mentioned that in the past too, but I like being around people that talk about ideas, not other people. Oh no, not nature. A girl, my 45 years old and counting. Huh? What does that mean, Frank? Oh no, not nature. A girl, my 45 years and counting. I'm missing something. We're not communicating here. I'm ready to see you at the fun show too, Jack. I missed you last year, my man. My mom is a social butterfly. Mine is too, Scoop. Once she gets down, if she's not engaged with people every day, pretty much, I'm the opposite. Scoop, you and I are like the kids, and our moms are very similar. Mad Cow himself is here now. I've enjoyed being a part of your life and a friend. I have too, Mad Cow. I love you, brother. I look at this guitar too, and I look at the grease from my hands on the fretboard, little things like this, and I realize how much I've actually played and enjoyed playing this guitar, Mad Cow. And these are still the original strings that you gave me. God, it's been 3 years now. I've had this for 3 years, but I love how I've broken it in, and I feel like proud of the fact that I've broken it in. And most of the time that I've broken it in has been documented on YouTube on the channel, and I don't know, it just makes me feel good, Mad Cow. So thank you, my man. Oh, his wife. Okay. Oh no, not nature. A girl. Oh, my girl. 45 and counting. 45 years and counting. His wife. Okay. Thank you for Lisa. Oh, and Scoop was like a wife. Okay, I got you. I have a lot of different things going on in my head, and also Richard Hutchison Strong. What is up, my man? Hutcho Strong. It's good to see you, buddy. How are you and the dogs? I'm glad you stopped in. My inspiration comes from a girl I met 45 years ago. I gotcha, Frank. We've talked about that too. I don't know why. It didn't come to my brain immediately. Oh, right about meow. Penelope Meow is here. Hello, Can and everyone. Hi. Just put up my groceries, but tune in as soon as I got home. I walked into the skateboard conversation. More to say in a moment. Okay, sweet. Well, glad that you are here, and put your groceries away safely and join the fun. I love you too, Mad Cow. The doggies are great. I found a 1902 Barber $50 coin roll hunting this weekend. Well, dang, a Barber and a $50 roll. They are still out there. 1902 New Orleans Barber $50. And they're worth like $19 or so right now. I was looking up like how much each denomination is worth of silver right now. It's like $19 for a $50. Almost $4 for a dime. Wow. But it means the dollar's tanking. I don't trust me. I'm not going to get into all that. I know we collect coins and stuff, but whenever the precious metals go up a lot, it means the dollar is just tanking or not doing well or not promising to do well. But anyways, right about meow, the funk soul kitty, Penelope Meow. She's putting her groceries away. Start with the frozen groceries. $100 silver soon, you think? Well, silver's starting to jump as not as much or as fast as gold is jumping, but it's starting to react a little better. 1902 and G4 is $28 gray sheet. Yes, $28 for just a G4. Sheesh, I wish I still had all my silver. Yeah, it's around $52 an ounce right now. scoop. Yeah. Pretty incredible. Incredible. Yes, 52 for silver. Gold, I think, is like 4,100-ish. Breaking records. 52.94 right now, says Biggie. Kitco is. Holy cow. All right, I'm going to look up. There was one other song I started to play last night that I wish I should have wrote it down. I try to learn too many songs at once, I think. I gotta like I need to narrow it down, but I'll start to play like part of one and then I remember a different song that I'd like to learn. And that one is not easy to play. What? Wake from your sleep, drying up your tears. Today we escape, we escape. Pack and get dressed before your father hears us, before all hell breaks loose. Oh, well, I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. I've been trying to learn the flute, and I'm no good at it. It just takes time, Jack. Give yourself some time. Give yourself time, my man. Learning an instrument is not easy for everybody, and you know, a lot of times it just takes a lot of practice, a lot of time. You can laugh, spineless laugh. Oh, so the second fret, there are a few songs that have the second fret. Okay, here we go. Penelope's back with her story. My hubby, James, and I grew up on skateboarding in the 70s and loved the Zephyr team. Zephyr was out of Santa Monica, and the Z-Boys. James lived in Cali, and James lived in Cali in the 90s and was also a surfer. James passed away a year ago today. He was just 55. Penelope, I know that you had said that your husband passed away recently. James, your spirit definitely lives on, and he was a surfer in the 90s. He's only like a year or two older than I am, but I'm so glad that you come and chill with us, Penelope, and thank you for sharing that about your husband, James, and all right, I'll show you guys a couple. I'll put this down for now. Penelope, if you put your things away, I'll show you. I have a few skateboards that I'll show you. I wouldn't say that I collect skateboards, but I've started to a little bit, but not a whole lot. I would collect more if I could, but I have some interesting ones though. That's right, Mad Cow. All right, these are for Penelope and James. One of them was gifted to me by one of my friends here in the coin community too. Skate Army. So I have two in New York that I haven't brought back with me yet. And one of them is the original, the first one that I ever had, and it's from the 1970s. But I'll show you first the one that Skate Army gave me. And this one is one of his friends designed this, and he's from Portland, Oregon, and Burnside is a really famous skate park. And I'll just I'm not sure how well I'm showing it or not, and this is just the deck. This is absolutely brand new. And thank you, Skate Army 1, for that. This one I picked up. This is the one I picked up the most recently, and it's the oldest of them all. It's Nash Surfboards, the Shark 1. And it has steel wheels. It's got steel wheels and trucks. And this one is an old one, 60s. Shark. And there's the one, Shark 1, Nash Sidewalk Surfboards. James loves sharks. Sweet, Penelope. That's really cool. So this one is the oldest one that I have. And then this is the one that I actually used to skateboard on, and I still skateboard on it when I feel the desire. This is a Powell and Peralta 1980. Powell and Peralta copyright 1980, and this is the Steve Caballero. But it's not from 1980. It's actually it's 1986. There are the Roman numerals there, just above the trucks under Powell Peralta. 1986 is when I bought this. It's got cracked and broken front trucks, but it still skates. I got the Schmidt Sticks sticker down there. I got a little bit of paint spilled there, and I got the Ugly Sticks rail guards. So this is the one that I skate on still. I still skate on this one. I know my trucks are cracked and broken. They've been like that since 1980. So these trucks were on a different skateboard before, and my friend fell off it, and I gotta move these. My dog's coming up. My friend fell off it, and it went out into the street, and a tractor ran over it. That's how it broke. That's how the deck broke, but that's also how the trucks are cracked. It's from a tractor in upstate New York. There it goes. It's okay. All done. Yeah, come up. Okay. Hey, I pick you up. Oh, okay. Thank you. Wait, all right, that's enough. No. Dashy. I have George Carlin behind me. I don't know if anyone wrong way was wondering, but it's George Carlin. Occupation fool. When he was a young little hippie. Let's check out the back. Probably should be taken off and welded. Nah, I'm just gonna ride them until I face plant, until they break, and then I like, boom, face full into the pavement. No, they're still strong. I mean, honestly, the front trucks are still pretty strong. I'm gonna ride them till the wheels fall off. Literally. Meows, Pistachio. Penelope says hello. You're a good dog. She's a pretty good dog. Happy to have her. She's really chill. Like, she doesn't bark, honestly, except for when the missus comes home. Occasionally, like, I won't say that, like, rarely / occasionally, she'll bark at a dog like she doesn't like on the street. But for the most part, she's down with the dogs on the street and doesn't have a big problem with the dogs on the street. But there's one or two that she definitely has a problem with. You know, relatable, but also, you know, she'll bark a little bit and that's it. It's nothing too offensive. Jack of the Silver Variety. What's up, Silver Jack? Good to see you again. Saw you earlier at the Durbins. How do you do? How do you do? NM. NM. No man. NM. Nutter mother. No. Been buying too much lately. Uh-oh. If you're not, oh, not much. NM, not much. Gotcha. Never mind. No, not never mind. Not much. Buying too much silver. You gotta buy what you like. If you're not living, you're just existing, and not that you need to consume and buy stuff, but sometimes I would think like I'd want something, or I would want to buy something, and then I'd be like, no, I shouldn't. I'd try to talk myself out of it, and then I'd be like, what am I working for if I can't buy and enjoy something that I really want?
Little nugget.
She is a little nugget. Bon appetit.
Thanks.
Please look up Colonel Bacchus Knoxville, a local legend, music head, and skater that recently passed. His skateboard art was amazing. I will, Penelope. Colonel Bacchus Knoxville. Oh, she's going in to see mommy. Oh, yes. I'm free of the dog. Colonel Bacchus Knoxville. I will. Thank you for the heads up. I'll check them out. I got a platinum bar at a coin show last weekend. Nice. Platinum's going up too. And a 2 peso gold coin on Whatnot, and some foreign notes too. Getting your collection going there, or keeping your collection going, Silverjack. Pets are small, big or small. Love is the same. How's California? Where are you in Cali? I am in Los Angeles, and we're doing fine. I mean, everything's like, don't believe what you see on the news. I'll put it that way. Like, it's not a war zone. There's downtown LA is not rioting or anything like that, and they weren't when the troops were brought in or anything. But yeah, we're doing just fine. There's going to be some rain tomorrow. I guess that they're worried about some mudslides, but that's nothing new or crazy either. So everything's good, Silverjack. Thank you. How are you, my man? I know where you are, but I won't say. I have to hit it. Been nice, Can. All right, Scoop, my sunny side of life friend. Thank you, and I will send the email up soon of the Alice Cooper contest. My grandson is in 3-man band called Dissonance. Sweet. Thank you, Scoop. I look forward to that, and stay on the bright side of life, my bright sider friend. Just helicopters falling from the sky, or something else falling from the sky. Yeah. Strange days have found us. They sure have, Jim Morrison. They sure have. So Robbie Krieger, the guitarist and songwriter for The Doors, is playing all of Morrison Hotel at the Greek Theater coming up. I think it's the 29th of October. It's either the 29th or the 30th of October. And they're playing from start to finish the entirety of Morrison Hotel. And he's got a bunch of guest stars, guest musicians that are coming up to play with him too. I haven't gotten my tickets yet. I will tell you guys, I did get tickets. The missus and I got tickets to go see Nine Inch Nails, and we're going to go to Las Vegas. That should be fun. But I think there are still tickets to the Greek Theater. I may go check it out. I'm still on the fence. I wanted to go when I first saw it, and then I was like, there's a lot going on, because there is a lot going on in our lives right now. So it's not the best timing, but that would be a really cool show to go see. The guitarist and songwriter extraordinaire for The Doors, Mr. Robbie Krieger. Sweet scoop. I just saw Alice Cooper last Tuesday in Franklin, Tennessee. Nice. Welcome to my nightmare. Alice Cooper's almost a scratch golfer, if not a scratch golfer. He's a really good golfer. I'll just put it that way. It's a little known fact that, yes, Alice Cooper is, and quite an intelligent man. That being said, too, Alice was a character that he created, and I think about it. I think about him, and then all right. So let's think about him, and now let's think about Marilyn Manson. And Marilyn Manson obviously has gotten in more trouble legally and I guess morally, but I don't know. You think about I don't know for that matter though, because during the time that Alice Cooper had that character going, that was a different day and age too, that I was not alive during, or if I was a young kid, really like little. And so I don't know the like social reaction to the shock value of Alice Cooper at the time. So maybe it was very similar, if not worse, than the backlash that Marilyn Manson got. But I just kind of think of it in different generations and different decades, right? And obviously they're different people. Obviously it seemed it seems to me more that Alice Cooper made a distinction between him as a real person and Alice Cooper, Alice the character, the stage the stage character. But it doesn't seem like Marilyn Manson wants to be Brian Warner anymore. I forget what Alice Cooper's real name is, but I would use it if I did. But it seems like Alice was more open to letting people know that that's just a character I play. That's a distinction. That's a character. That's not me in real life. Marilyn Manson, I think, blurred that line more, where he was just like, this is me. And that's my interpretation of it, I guess. And I saw Marilyn Manson live. I saw them open for Nine Inch Nails in 1994 during the Downward Spiral tour. And they sucked, honestly. Marilyn Manson was terrible and very contrived, he was just trying too hard. It just didn't, I saw right through him, quite honestly. And not to say that he is not talented and didn't, do different or better things after I saw him. But when I saw him perform for the opening band of Nine Inch Nails, terrible. It just wasn't like, I was talking about being inspired right earlier. He was like the least inspiring musician I ever saw live. And I'll still stand by that, because I only saw him once and it was early on in his career, but he was just not inspiring, not enjoyable to watch. And quite honestly, I thought he was terrible. Like, but I don't want to get down on anything, but it was just like, it was just kind of I don't think that I think that he became or wanted to become Marilyn Manson. I don't think he was comfortable being who he grew up being. Again, it's my experience, my interpretation of it, but JJ says Marilyn Manson ran into my guys one day, an ugly scene on a tight Hollywood Hills road. His agent had to break them up. Yeah, and he was much more hot-headed and would do stuff like that, Frank, than Alice Cooper was or is. Alice Cooper's not a hot-headed, aggressive, violent, angry guy. He's not. I've seen him in many. I mean, I don't know him personally, of course, but the interviews that I've seen that Alice Cooper would do out of character, out of that stage persona, he was really well spoken and interesting guy to talk to, or to hear, I should say. I'm sure he was interesting to talk to. Good night, Jack. I'm going to go to bed soon too. I need to reconnect with the missus, and it's been about 3.5 hours, and I need to do my taxes tomorrow. I need to finish my taxes tomorrow. It's going to be a rainy day all day tomorrow, like I was saying, and Los Angeles, they're going to have some sort of storm come in, but I think it's probably telling that, and it's a good thing that it's going to be like awful outside, because I won't be like tempted to go out and walk or do anything fun outdoors, because I need to stay in and finish my taxes. So I'm glad I was able to come on and at least, chill with everybody and catch up and just kind of do some things that don't involve losing money or spending money, and just enjoy each other's company. And I think that if I could do this every Monday and just come on and hang, I would. And unfortunately, there are times that I have to come on and do an auction, and those times are fun too. But I do find coming on and just doing the lounge and chilling with people is more inspiring to me. So until next time, you know how we keep it on the positive tip. Don't you worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. We're singing, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. We'll rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. And they're singing, this is our message to you. And they're singing, don't worry, da 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 da, about a thing, da 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 da, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Da 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 da, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. We'll rise up this morning and smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep, they're singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. And they're singing, this is our message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, don't you worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. We won't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Because every little thing is gonna be alright. La, da, 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 da. Hi, Mama C, Carissa. All right, my friends. It's a gift. Life is a gift. Life is a journey. Life is a roller coaster, but we're in it together. We're in it together, I tell you. And I really do. Same tune I sing in my head while mindlessly sitting in the sand for goodies and wading through the bikini girls trying to find peace on this earth. It's gonna be all right. It's just a good thing to fill your mind with. There's a lot of things that want to take our thoughts in different directions, but if we come back to what I say at the end of our get-togethers, it just kind of is congruent with that last song that I play. And thank you, Bob Marley, for the song, and thank you to whoever I heard this quote from originally, but I mean it with my heart, and I send it out to you, my friends. Count your blessings and not your problems. It's a great foundation for this life. I love you. Peace. See you soon.